Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where it is the dead of winter. Everybody's miserable, but we're really close to winning. We are 5 regions, 23 of 28, away from winning the game. And we are about to get an island region, any minute now here, a couple of turns. So, all we actually have to do is take 4 more regions off of purple, which I hope should be doable, or I guess at this point... Hold on a second. No, green does not have enough regions because, as I suspected, purple is continuing to take from them. So, we could not, in fact, turn around and just devour green to win. We still have to take more stuff from purple. Well, we have a region here. I mean, we're doing it. The bad news is that really we haven't seen much in the way of armies from purple. We've seen the forces that they had garrisoned to defend things, but we haven't, like, somewhere, presumably, they have the armies that they're using to beat up green. At some point, those armies are going to turn around. Things could get difficult, but remember, we are 36 stockpiles in here, and a dust eclipse has to happen eventually, right? I'm pretty sure. So we're going to get there. We are actually not doing too badly on dust, considering that, like, Dearth of Dust is still running, right? And it's winter. But yeah, things are going fine, actually. We need, if I want to do the Empire plan that I was thinking about doing, we now need 1,840 influence. We have 2 turns to get it. We are not currently on track. It would not be the end of the world if we ended up just doing this thing again. 1840. And again, that's like if we get no more cities. But it's possible we will get no more cities in the next 2 turns, because we're kind of marching toward our next targets. So if we wanted, it's 1840. We would have to get 501 influence over the next 2 turns. Which means I would need to more than double our current influence output. Not by a lot more, but I think we're going to have a hard time pulling that one off. So where are we building troops, like, real far away from the front? Like, this... That guy's never going to finish, right? 130, man. 132. We're not going to get this. You know what? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see how close we can get. So we got to get to 250, right? No, wait. 501. We got to get to 251. That's 174. Like, these guys don't really need to be building this, I guess. I suppose in a lot of places, the things we're building now don't really matter. We do have to be careful about pulling guys off of dust. Also, the amount of dust we were making apparently was a total lie. This intensifier is probably not actually happening. I'm gonna be straight with you. We are not very many turns away from the end of the game, I think. We probably can't afford to pull people off of dust pretty much anywhere. But this is tricky, right? Because I don't know. I need positional information. I need to know where these cities are. Amenvar is working on dust and needs to keep working on dust. Belloc is a place where that troop actually could complete and actually might be relevant. Avier could be moved to influence. We really can't pull people off of dust. I want this Necrodrone finished, but also, you know, this does matter. And it'll only be for a couple of turns. Oh, you guys are just about done with that settler. Okay, we can do it this way. And then, like, we can actually move a couple of these people even over to dust. I need to be at 251. Move a bunch of them over to dust. I'm a little worried about rounding here. It's okay, it is 251.1. We are over 251. It's not rounding up. Yeah, that should be fine, right? I can do math. Sometimes. Okay, let's press the button. Let's not have people in Uska are starving. What am I thinking? Oh, there's nothing I can do about it, though. Because we have a settler in the queue, so we can't produce food. So that's just as it is. And we're actually slightly positive on dust. I don't know, man. The dust number just, like, moves up and down completely arbitrarily, as far as I can tell. Doesn't seem to have any connection to anything. Alright, so let's watch for enemy armies appearing. Alright, we had incoming over here. Probably want to interrupt them. Oh, the cliffs. Well. So what do we have here? We have a hero, 2 marines, and a vine snake. It looks like we're pretty familiar with their stuff. I do appreciate them running their units out at us, like, all piecemeal. Grab me this ruin, and then you also have to turn around. Okay, 120 dust is pretty welcome. Now we're at plus 30 dust. Who knows? Who knows what any of these numbers mean? Feeds on Bones has become level 6. This is the one that's governing. Trying to get toward... I guess Cold Operator probably doesn't matter at this point. Right, because there's no way we see another winter. The game will end before there is another winter. So... Food up in his city, fortification up in his city. Probably just food, right? Yeah, Cold Operator is past its usefulness. We're gonna... The winter's gonna end long before we could take advantage of it. Alright, let's get ourselves a little bit more lust for loot. 40 Palladian, 640 dust now at that location. Alright, I'm comfortable running in that direction. What were you guys doing? You were definitely going to get pearls. Although it turns out we may not actually get a lot of benefit out of that. You are... I don't know. You're probably just coming along for the ride. Oh. Well. I mean, we couldn't have taken the fortress anyway. It has a defender. Seems like I may have lost my pursuers here, though. Alright, Uska needs to pop this guy out, and then probably refocus people on... Well, no, everybody's got to stay on influence, that's right. I want to get in the water this turn. Getting into the water uses up all your movement, no matter how much movement you have left. Alright, so just to make sure, we are still on track, right? I need 1840, we have 1590, so we need, 6... Boy, my brain. These last couple of days, this is 250. Yes. Okay, good. We're good. 250 more points of influence that we need. You can, I guess, build a stockpile? I don't think there's anything that this city could produce that could possibly matter. We're close enough to the end of the game. I mean, we could start building a troop. I guess that, like, what is the scenario where something the city builds could matter? It's where we get totally stymied and have to stop fighting, right? And in a case like that, the thing we will want to have been building all this time is a unit, but I can't imagine. All right, what else is up? What else is up? We got to research. Honestly, endless mechanisms for the reduced movement cost on roads, and the fact that we can research our ruins for even more free stuff, probably relevant. Cultural indoctrination, also relevant. Another minor faction unit, or another minor faction assimilation, could be a big deal. Okay, I think we're ready to pass the turn. Oh no, I have armies down here that haven't actually moved yet. We may as well retrofit all of the units in them, and then... What am I going to do with this city? I can't actually take this, right? We need more units. We need this thing. Can I get anywhere near 763 dust? That's right, during winter we have reduced production from luxury resource extractors. I forgot about that. Well, we could sell some strategics. 5.7. You know what? We're never going to get to the point where we can make use of these, probably, so... I suppose that's a thing we could research, but I would rather use these for dust. We're generating a ton of palladium. We have to get to 700, though. We could sell off some Battleborn up here. Like some of these guys who are way out of our way. How much would these sell for? 270 for a pretty out-of-date level 1 Necrophage. Actually, or Battleborn actually gets us almost all the way there. And then this Forager sells for a lot too. I know we just built him, but I am willing to trade a basic Forager for half of a Proliferator at this point. That is a trade that I am comfortable making. And then get me, like, another Forager? Man, I really need Winter to end. Well, it can't be too long. And after Winter ends, I'm pretty sure we are going to see... $7.99. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the Dust Eclipse shortly afterward. So... do I want to get rid of a unit up here to buy out that guy for $7.99? Just, like, basically using dust to shift the position of my units? Because this army could be a full 8-unit army if I did that. But Urian's even got one closer to completion. Although, there's a pretty big difference in travel time here. Yeah, alright, I want to do this. I want to make this happen. So, also I'm less worried about our troop count up here. I think we've got this under control. And then we can sell 150... like, we could sell a bunch of this. There we go. Dust is pretty alright. I could put down an intensifier on that Mithrite. I think that probably is not realistic. Let's wait until next turn. We'll figure stuff out. So, you still have movement left. I suppose it makes sense for this army to end its turn on top of the Watchtower. The Watchtower space has additional regen. Just make sure that we're totally full. And then these two can join us and we can put some pressure on this city. We have enough influence for the Empire plan that I want. I think we're going to be okay here. And we can change a bunch of people over from influence to other stuff now. Why? Oh, we got attacked. This is maybe a retreat. Hold on. We'll worry about that later. This, on the other hand, is definitely the thing we defend. It was nice of them to attack the city directly instead of attacking our smaller army, because now we get to control which order these squads come in, and so we get to use the Proliferator. Their hero is 185, 107, so actually not quite as dangerous as the Marines. Only about 2/3 of their damage output. Okay, we can handle this. I am confident we can do this. Also, because they attacked us via the city, we all get the small amount of fortification the city had left, which means we get to shrug off 1 hit each, which we may be able to put to very, very good use. So, these guys are super far away. They're going to go like 1, 2, 3, and then we can actually be out of range for their attack. Yeah, if you're not right there... But that's just... I just swapped your position with somebody else. So I guess here's the question. Is it worth it to back off out of range? Because I'm just going to have them moving into a bottleneck. If I move into the bottleneck, I can at least keep moving troops through. I mean, we're going to lose some bodies here. No, it's probably not. It's probably not worth backing off, right? Let's actually get back in here. That said, I do want to make sure we have enough units to really swarm this thing, because I want this thing dead this turn. Okay, and at least one of our guys over here is before the Vine Snake in the turn order. Alright, let's have at him. So, It's hard to see the selection circle during winter. That's a cliff, so you just run here. You need to run as far in as possible. As far in as possible. Okay. You are attacking him. You are attacking him. I know that we're going to end up bottlenecked and doing damage to these guys pretty slowly, but I really, really don't want this dude running around with circular attack and sweep strike back in my army. Let's get rid of him and be done with it. Super happy about the fortification. It's really, really nice to have just any amount of fortification. Okay, we are not going to get him this turn. Oh no, we have one more attack. Alright, that's good enough. He'll take 32 damage at the beginning of his turn from the disease. Also, their hero, Azanali, has that AoE attack thing, and while it doesn't do a lot of damage to the secondary units, it is doing just enough damage to completely strip our fortification. That's pretty good for them. You should definitely get your spit off on that guy. Okay. I just want to make sure everybody who is going before the snake is ordered to go this way, because there's no reason to let that snake, there's no reason to move toward that snake or let that snake do anything. Interesting. Our proliferator moved forward. Shouldn't our proliferator have 4 range? Because we have +1 range on our unranged units from the hero. I would have thought. Not entirely clear on what's going on there. Yeah, unfortunately, this bottleneck plays very, very well for them. Oof. Can you guys please stop doing 0 damage? Yeah. This really sucks. I didn't think that they were just going to be immune to... Like, that guy's not even standing in the forest. He's just not taking damage. We have units all adjacent to him and everything. Okay, 1 down. That's another Battleborn. We are going to be down units from this battle, by the way. We are not going to make up enough Battleborn for the ones we lost. Okay, you can still get him. So we have 1 more round. If we're lucky with the damage rolls, we might kill this guy, maybe. The hero's gonna have to hit him pretty hard, though. On at least one of these turns. Yeah, looks like we're not gonna get it, I don't think. Right, because he's gonna take 28 more damage from the disease, or maybe 29. So we have to hit him for 100 over the course of this turn. We're gonna get probably like 30-ish from the proliferator, is my guess, because that's what the proliferator has been doing thus far. Nope, 0, in fact. 40? Yeah. That's a shame. The good news is their hero last stands, so we actually have the opportunity to get another Battleborn off of them, which is pretty cool. Aye, you're dead. Let's see, do we have the ability to get this guy in range? No, he cannot participate in the battle. That's fine. And they could send stuff across the border in a bunch of places to threaten us, but I don't think they would be successful. I should merge up. And let's have at you. So this should be pretty straightforward then. They're still going to have their bottleneck, but 2 of their units are going to die, like, immediately. So, actually, I probably don't want to bother trying to get more XP off of... or more Battleborns out of them. Like, I probably want to just kill the 2 units that we can kill in a single turn here to minimize losses. We'd probably gain a Battleborn by doing that. This is a little bit tricky, though. Like, you want to be in a position where they have to run forward. Yeah, maybe this time we do want to back up as much as possible. I clicked here. Okay, thank you. Also, that space has a unit in it already, so you actually can't stand there. I mean, we could eat some of the reinforcement spots. Like, they don't necessarily need to be able to come in. So if we stand like this, except with the low health units swapped to the back, then they have to move to what? Here to have any shots. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Proliferator maybe could be here instead. Try to make sure that it is relatively safe. Okay, so this guy's gonna go 1, 2, 3 and have no attack. Then this guy is not gonna move because he can't get anywhere. He might move to like to here. We're gonna end up with 1 archer in one of these spaces and 1 archer here. So at that time, everybody can run forward. You try to get that guy. You try to shoot that guy, and maybe this is greedy, but I actually am going to try to get Battleborn out of both of them. We'll see how it works. None of our units can run forward far enough to get a hit right now. All of a sudden, we're terrible fighters. So you can attack there. I need you guys to not actually do damage. So we'll go down the list of units that act before the proliferator here. All right, you have to not move forward. Oh, I guess we may not get a Battleborn out of that guy. I wasn't really thinking about that, but he looks real dead. Yeah, if I had told our hero not to attack here, we probably could have pulled that off. Well, it's fine. We got 2 Battleborn, and did we lose any units there? No. Pretty good. Also, the fact that they're coming at us with such small forces is suggestive of them not having a ton of spare armies to use to threaten me, which is obviously something I'm really excited about. And by the way, the combat results we're seeing this turn do not include the 30% attack from the Empire plan, because that doesn't go into effect until the beginning of next turn. Alright, so in Avier, we completed a guy. I did not want to not be in the queue thing here. Let's start building another forger. And in Lenny, we completed a guy. The city is involved in a battle. Okay, well the forger gets to at least be part of the play then. And here we will need a little bit of dust. We're actually really bringing in the myth right here. That's enough to queue up another unit. Yeah, let's build some Necrodrones as well on the front. Okay, so this is not exactly how I wanted to do things, and I'm kind of thinking about retreating here. We take a bunch of damage on this army, but we could stand it. 177, 113, 219, 176 is terrifying. That's a bad unit. That's a pretty good unit. That's a pretty good unit. And then they have 4 of those terrifying Vine Snakes. These are all different models of Vine Snake. Ooh, wow. 226, 176. Yeah, we're not ready for this fight. Fall back. Pretty sure. Okay, so that burns their action point for the turn. I'm going to stand right here until they run out of movement. Okay. We'll get our proliferator. Keep in mind, health regen is going to be considerable. But we're going to need some help over here. I don't think we can do this. I mean, nobody's in range. Nobody's in range. And in fact, we're out of movement pretty much everywhere. Oh yeah, you're still doing stuff? Sure. Please tell me this city, or this fortress hasn't generated a defender. The sea monster has gone out of its way to target us, which I really don't care for. Gonna settle that soon. Okay, and then we have this forager here who is making for the front just as fast as he can get there, I guess. So we're gonna lose Atlani. I think I want to stand here again for the extra health regen from the watchtower on top of our already considerable health regen. If they attack the city, we let them take it. Because what I really want to do is I want to try to separate this army from that garrison. If we can fight this army in a place where we are just fighting that army, that would be cool. Okay, right, yeah, there was temporarily a siege there. I'm a little worried, like, why is there... Nobody has any movement orders. So what should we do? Should we just stand here? I want to get the health regen. My concern is that these guys might attack this army instead of attacking the city. If they attack the city, we let the city fall, we let the army come forward a little bit, we take them out. Or we wait for assistance from up north. Or more assistance from, you know, we're building lots of units in lots of places. But if they break off and attack this army and I have to retreat again, obviously we're going to lose a lot of people. I don't really have the movement to do a lot about it. How does the watchtower health regen work? Plus 15% health regen on the watchtower. Watchtower's health regen effects are applied to adjacent tiles. So we could back up a little bit and still be getting that. And now we can go to some of these places over here where we were working influence and instead work dust and industry. Get our economy back online a little bit, because we don't really need all that influence. I guess actually this is a thing we can do from the city menu. Pretty much anywhere that I have people on influence, I want to move them off. In fact, I think literally everywhere. The best thing that a lot of these far back cities can do is provide me with dust to allow me to rush things in the forward cities. Yeah, I think we have to let them have Atlani. We can take this army if it's just this army. We cannot take it with the garrison back up. We need more bodies down here. I need winter to end and the dust eclipse to begin. Sound like a mad druid. Alright, I think that is really all we get for this turn. We just don't show up to defend the city. Feels kind of bad. And in fact, I'm going to queue up a movement order for the very beginning of the turn here. I want this army running so that if these guys get it in their head to come over here and attack me, they are not able to reach me. How much move do they have? 6.1, wow. Not even one, like half. 1.5, 2.5, and then road. Yeah, it's not ideal. I can get to the other side of my city, though. That'd be safe. Yeah, we just have to let them have Atlani back. I can't deal with this city garrison. Those vine snakes are terrifying. So quickly. Okay. We've received a quest from Arcilix. Equipped with 2 Harmonite ruins, inspect... You know what? Sorry, guys. Don't have time. Did I get hit by lightning? Yep. Okay, and we're going to start losing our fortresses again. Not awesome. Oh, and they've generated defenders. Okay, so sea time is over. I guess I should go back this way, because actually, the best thing this unit could probably do at this point is search that ruin. And probably the best thing we could do with this unit is just sell him. Those units on the sea are going to be made irrelevant shortly. Alright, I can't see anything. Let's just get on land. We don't really need to look for, like, an ideal location here, but we could look a little harder. We can put down a city that gives us some resources. And again, we don't, like, there's not actually much benefit in getting the city accomplished, or getting the city established prior to having 27 other cities. Okay, so let's figure out what's going on down here. Oh, this is their capital. Okay. Alright, I can deal with that. With these 3 armies worth of dudes, yeah, I think that's under control. Okay. Certainly caught me by surprise. Single orc. Why did he attack me? Would the smart play here not have been to just, like, hide? Or, like, let me attack him and then run away? Well, that's pretty good positioning for him. He gets to fire up the cliff and we can't attack him ever? Wow. That is so far away. So we have to get to a place where he doesn't have range on us from the cliff foot. So yeah, if I have somebody here, he'll just move to there. We need to be all the way back and away from him. So that on his turn, he moves this way for us. He's got to make some of this trip himself. Okay, there we go. Now we have him. There is a chance, a seriously non-zero chance, that he kills my proliferator, though, which I'm not happy about. Please don't target the proliferator. Alright, thank you. Yeah, I think what he probably should have done there is not attacked us. Made us spend 2 action points killing him, you know, attack him, he retreats, and then attack him again later. Okay, 1 Battleborn pops out and just hangs out over here for a while. Like, we're going to be in reinforcement range, but we can't really do anything from up here. And we found nothing in the ruin. Awesome. That ruin we have to search for Lust for Loot is over there. Guy can just, like, serve as a forward scout, pretty much. So I definitely don't want to attack this turn, because I want to, you know, even if these guys had their action point, they're not in range, right? Yeah. So we'll just fortify, or break down fortifications for a moment here, while we wait for all the armies to line up. But it looks like we might actually be able to take this. I'm excited about the prospect. Alright, who else has movement left? Of course, you do. Well, we'll deal with that in a second. And you do, yeah, we'll deal with both of those in a second. There's no version of this where we get any kind of victory at all. We just let them retake the city. It's not a big deal. You need to come down this way. As you're running past, search the refreshed ruin. Oh, hey, they have a Dust Guardian. Not a concern. Okay, 30 dust water, that's a fair amount of money. Well, you can make it, like, all the way over here. Also, that's a lot of pearls. Okay. Yeah, we have to do this carefully. You can see our units are doing pretty well on the healing. So we want to take this army out from this side. I have to engage them from an angle where that garrison doesn't play a part. I'm not that worried about the Dust Guardian. I'm not that worried about the cities in this area. We have fortifications and militias and stuff. Oh, you have a tiny bit of movement left? Well, use it to get some pearls. So we need to rush some completions. Really? 480? Okay. I can make 480 happen. Turns out I am still getting resources in some places. Can I queue up another... Wonder, should it be a Necro Drone? Probably don't need another Proliferator. We just got a fresh Proliferator, and also one's almost done in TID. The rod is probably safe without my interference. Not in the long term, but at least for one attack, I think they would stand, so we don't need this army to be in range of it. Yeah, okay, we'll attack Alandarin next turn, maybe? I don't know if I want to go at them with 7 units with 150 extra fortification each. We may have to do a turn or two of siege here. But yeah, I'm still confident. I think we're still on this. Probably the video does not... probably this video does not end the campaign. Probably it's the next one. So we're going to let them... Yep. Okay, we're actually being attacked up here. They spawned some dudes out of their garrison, which is a terrible play. Like, almost inconceivably bad move. Right? Because why wouldn't you use that big garrison, or that huge fortification value? Once they lose this battle, we're going to be able to just attack safely. Seems very sketchy, strategically. Well, let's do it. Let's win the battle. So they don't even have any ranged units here. They have a Vine Snake, which is, to be fair, dangerous. And then they have 3 of these guys, who I guess... Okay, one of these guys actually has really good stats. One of these guys is also pretty dangerous. But they're going to have a really hard time actually affecting us here. Also, I do not think it is that good of an idea for me to start with units on my reinforcement pads. Oh, I'm not allowed to start up on the cliff because there's no path. So actually, we have so few spaces that we have to start on the reinforcement pads. Alright, well. If we have to, I suppose this is the right arrangement in which to do that. I want to make sure... Yeah, I want to make sure that these units here are units that move before the Proliferator does. And in fact, all 4 of these units should be ones that move before the Proliferator. Okay. Don't really have a great plan. I suppose it would be nice to kill that guy. Maybe they attacked us because they had figured out the fact that the terrain here is pretty alright for them. Okay, so we're not gonna get to shoot a parasite at this guy. We're gonna have to go through these Dawn officers first. Ouch. Right, I should have made sure that the order of movement here was sensible. Not had the guy who was right there attack first and get everybody hit. Yeah, not a lot of science that we can apply here. Just everybody do your best. This is a shame. This the way this terrain is arranged does not give me the ability to generate a lot of parasites. Until we can move the Proliferator, it's only in range of one space that contains enemies. I did it again. I was just talking about how I needed to not do that. This guy had to walk around here and then attack. You know what? This is kind of a mixed blessing, actually. So where their 3 Dawn officers are... that guy, and this guy. So he probably runs to here. We'll probably get to shoot him. Yeah, that was just... My brain was already elsewhere by the time I was trying to figure out movement orders for the next turn. Ooh, 187. This is the scary one. I'll tell you what, this is a battle where I wish we had free counter. Oh no! She can, Oh, I thought Benediction removed status effects. It gives you immunity to disease, but it does not remove diseases with which you are already afflicted. Which makes it actually kind of weirdly bad. Let's try to burn down this militia. Disease him and then burn him down really fast, and that'll get the disease on absolutely everybody. We gotta back some units up. This guy does not have the parasite. So yeah. Target him, I guess. You should also back up and target dudes. Alright, fighting in this tight bottleneck is actually really bad for them. The lack of ranged units makes this awkward. And, you know, we are still getting a fair number of Battleborn here, but also I suffered some losses. Some significant losses. They had a good unit or two here. Think about how well this battle would have gone for them if they had given themselves some time to, like, get reinforcements or to make me attack into their fortifications. They're going to lose their capital this turn because of this move. This seems very sketchy to me. Okay, so we want to take, the best 3 units from this squad, roll them into that squad, and let's do it. Oh, I guess technically they're allowed to do a retreat here. Yes, they have now a significant amount of fortification, but very few bodies across which to apply it. So they're going to go first. Yeah, this is right. Hey, where's their other unit? This is a unit. Where's this guy? Am I blind? Am I just not... Oh, he was... There's only one figure left in the unit because they're so damaged, and he was like blending in with the flag post there. Okay, yeah. They're going to bring in all of their reinforcements, of course, because this is their last stand, their final chance to survive. Look at them. Now that they're against enemies who can't circular attack, now they're worried about spacing. Okay, so that guy's fortification is cleared. We definitely could have saved some lives here. We could have lost fewer Battleborn by doing a little bit more siege before attacking, but honestly, I really think it's important that we get this done and start pressuring them from the north. Did I disease this guy? He has a marker on him. Is that the... That's the parasite. Okay, cool. He is actually under control already. You should attack, but you should attack from a forward position so that the guys behind you can finally move up a little bit. Okay. Wow, a lot of zeros. I am a little surprised that this dude survived the turn. He's parasited, but he's not diseased. A Battleborn has never attacked him. So, he's actually just going to live forever if we don't do something. Yeah, 278 to 0. I'm a little concerned that we're not actually going to win this battle in time. No, they only have 200 health for us left to get through. And the orders at this point are simple. She is... yeah, she's disease and parasite immune, unfortunately. Okay. That was a little bit not ideal. The good news is no actual losses. Now we can eject 3 units back into here. Thanks for the loan. Grab ourselves 15 damage on all our units, and then plus 20% damage with our next 2 skill points. I'm very excited to have it. Are we out of move? Oh, it's just that it's expensive to move around at this point. Okay, you are actually out of move. Alright, so they have another hero army coming up. And see, we're starting to see them bringing out, like, these Marine 3s and Marine 4s and stuff. This is the forces that they had built up to garrison their cities. These are the units that have just been sitting in their friendly city garrisons for a long time. Which means that they're feeling like they're running really low on actual army units. We may have gotten really lucky here. The fact that we saw Umalna fall to a green army and stuff, I think what actually happened is we attacked right as green, like, killed a couple of purple armies, because I would have expected to see a much more aggressive counterattack from them. And I think the reason that we're doing as well as we are doing is basically just dumb luck. We attacked right as they lost stuff, and so they haven't had the forces necessary to really counterattack us. That said, on this side we're in some danger. Really? I can't see the city flag from here? Killing me. You know what would be really dope is if the winter ended. So I'm going to grab this, because we can't get this, we can't get this fortress anymore. Really, it was empty. Well, then I'm going to sell this guy. He's going to do nothing but die out there at this point. We may as well just get the dust. Once you have your market, access to the mercenary market, you can do stuff like this. You can just turn units that are going to die into money. Alright, this is part of what I was looking for, was just like if we could find a ruin or two before settling down. 120 more dust, a bunch more pearls. Ooh, look at all that. Yeah, we're gonna scoop up some cool stuff before we get this. So let's do, it's 47 minutes. Let's do a couple more turns here. This army should be pretty easy to take out. Obviously, it would be nice to get them away from the garrison if we can. But with this force, it's less important. And here, if we were to get attacked by their armies here, I think I'd be okay. I'm a little worried about the Dust Guardian, but... apparently I have cities that are not producing anything. How dare they? You know what? I'm not going to commit resources on this one. And Tural also has nothing going. Yeah, it's so unlikely that units will actually finish in these cities that I don't think it's worth committing good strategics to them. And this city never did... You know what? Never did really get a chance to grow. Man, what turn did we settle that on? It's still just an absolute garbage town. A lot of that has to do with the fact that our empire approval level is extremely low. Alright, when the winter ends, man, I'm excited about the end of this winter. Lost a lot of mobility and a lot of vision here, and it's driving me crazy. Okay, they're backing up. That is the smart play. 640 dust, and there's another 40 Palladian waiting, all the way over there. Well, you know what we could do is we could probably buy a hero We've been making money here. Maybe we could just buy a new army hero, start them over there, and then have them run and catch up. Who's got good combat stats? Temok Rayan's not a bad fighter. And he's a ranged hero. With army boost and army damage boost. He's only level 1 though. We could recruit somebody who's already level 2. That would be cool. Somebody who's already level 2 with good stats. Actually, the level 2 heroes are all kind of middling, it looks like. Najna Zolia is fine, but honestly, she's not much... She's actually a little bit worse than Temok Rayan, even though she's higher level. Yeah, we'll just take him. That's fine. Oh, wait. Wait. What about a cavalry hero, though? Yeah, I want this guy. He's not actually even a good commander. But basically what I want is somebody who's going to move quickly. No, we need more ranged units. Yeah, this is right. Okay, so that guy becomes an army on top of the city of Coldramore, I think. Let's search us a ruin right away. In case you're wondering about these are just notifications of green having taken purple's capital, I believe. Or the other way around. Yep, I have one of the 2 capitals required. I'm very close to winning a supremacy victory. Oh, no, sorry. It's not... Right, it's... I took purple's capital, is what happened there. So actually, at this point, we could win the game just by taking green's capital, if I knew where it was. I don't, unfortunately. Oh, you know what? This guy should be equipped with gear. Like an improved movement trinket. And also an army damage boost trinket. And also... I do kind of want to put the Ring of Unnatural Hunger. It helps to offset the disease, right? Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll give him some cool gear. This bow is actually 65 attack, 32 damage versus 20 damage plus 30%, like 115.88 versus 161.88. Actually, okay, pretty significant difference. That's what we're doing. We'll give him the fancy shield. Look at him. What a hero. Also, he kind of looks like a Twi'lek, which I'm down with as a person who enjoys Star Wars more than maybe anyone rightly should. Oh, we can also search this ruin because we refreshed it with Endless Mechanisms. It had nothing in it the second time. So yeah, this guy will just run straight for the front at this point. But we got all of those resources, which we can now plow into dust, which we can use to rush some constructions of some guys. We could hire additional heroes as well. I don't really think that that's a very valuable thing to do at this point. Actually, stop here. Nope. Okay. Oh, or don't. Stop here, because I'm not going to have the hero run out of their way to pick this up. So you're done, and we can part with some resources here. Rush this guy out as well, right? 614? Well, you know what we could sell is probably a tiny amount of glass steel. I think we have some spares over here. And honestly, man, we're making enough money. We could do a lot with this. But I want to get a little bit more aggressive, or maybe even... I could buy some units. All of our units... Yeah, all the units we buy would be terrible. We could just have a hero for every one of our little armies of random dudes. I guess that... You know what? That's the thing worth doing. Yeah, because we can make that happen. Heroes are... in the 700s each. I guess I don't really need to do it this turn. It won't hurt anything to do it at the beginning of next turn instead. I'm just thinking once we have the 280 dust and everything. Ooh, okay. Look at that. That's what opportunity looks like right there. They have exposed a Dust Guardian to us. Let's make sure we're all in range to participate in the fun that is about to occur. So is this a second Dust Guardian then? I think it may be. Build a city in a new region within 5 turns. Okay. Okay, you convinced me. I think we're safe to attack here. Get our city back. They ran off that army to the north. That is not a second Dust Guardian. I think it's the one we saw down here. So let's have at this city and reclaim it. And then we're actually very, very close to victory. Probably the Proliferator should not start adjacent to the only enemy unit. I don't know how they thought that was reasonable. And then this is a turn where we don't attack very much, right? I actually really need you guys not to kill this thing until... So wait, this unit can attack. This unit can attack. Everybody else needs to back off. I want to make sure... And she can attack. I want to make sure this thing is still alive when the Proliferator gets to it, because obviously we need the new Battleborn to continue the press. We still have that big city garrison to deal with up ahead, and I'm a little worried about it. You know what? This guy can attack. That's fine. And then next turn, everybody just has at him. Or maybe there won't be a next turn. That's right, these foragers that actually have, like, gear are pretty good fighters. It's nice to have units that are actually capable of combat. You get the heck out of my squad. Sure seems like my units can reach that destination. Let's start toward the production of another one of these very good foragers, I guess. Alright, we'll do one more turn, but that one more turn is going to involve this attack, which means that I think we probably do need to go ahead and buy heroes right now. So, let's sell off just a huge amount of glass steel, like almost all of our glass steel can go. We can certainly go at least this low. Same's true for the titanium. That gets us a hero. Does it matter? That guy's got 53 attack and 31 damage. I mean, more ranged units. Yeah, we want to focus on getting more ranged. Rather than learning how to build archers, we will just purchase archers from the market. So congratulations, you have been nominated to lead this army. Now we're going to have to be kind of clever in how we apply this, because we don't want them to be able to get away with some retreat shenanigans, but we'll worry about that in a minute. And I am going to keep equipping focused on attack rather than any of the other arguably more important stats. I'm hearing thudding. That better be idle animations and not that unit moving around. Oh, right, movement. Actually, the movement doesn't really... Oh, I don't have enough dust for this. Okay, hold on. Equip that much stuff, and then we have some more resources we can sell here. Okay, there we go. Let's finish fixing you up. Also... Yeah, so actually, she's running an army that's mostly Battleborn, so the improved movement trinket does not make sense on her. We'll do this. Free counter is... yeah, free counter is definitely wrong. So we just do army initiative boost then, probably? Or army health boost. Army health boost. There we go. Oh, and also... one of those. Okay. We can get one more hero in here. So let's sell a bunch of this stuff. Actually, start by unloading all of that. So we're going to need probably in the neighborhood of 1,000 total dust to buy the hero and then equip them reasonably. Which may not really be available to us. We're probably going to pick up this guy. He's got reasonable base combat stats. And he is a ranged unit. But you know, there's no reason I can't keep selling this stuff. We don't need this much. We don't need this much. So let's do that. That might be enough dust right there. So we'll snap him onto here. Yeah, I'm continuing to act in fear of their archers. I'm not 100% sure if this is the right move. Maybe we'd be better off equipping longbows. It's working. And you know what? Actually, I like shield and crossbow against their cavalry as well. Gives our guys a little bit more survivability. So do this, and also this, and also that. Okay. That was almost exactly enough dust. Alright, so now we are in a really good position to threaten these guys. So I think what we want to do is we want to run in and attack this Guardian. And then we're going to have to figure out if we think they're going to retreat or not. And attacking here, yeah, okay, I do get my whole... Oh, but... Are we going to get the garrison of this city involved as well? Where is that city? Oh, it's all the way over here. That's a district. So no, we are not. It's just gonna be all of us and the few of them. Feeling pretty confident about that one. Let's wander over here. Grab ourselves a little bit of dust. And then we put the city down right there. So here's what I'm thinking. Mineral rich plus the oasis. But maybe it's right here, mineral rich, rumbling stones plus the oasis plus the ability to build an immediate adamantium intensifier, which we could just buy with dust. Yeah, sure. Not that we desperately need it. Also, we got 30 Titan bones, so hooray for us. So, if I wanted to build a strategic intensifier here, it would cost 995 dust. That is an amount that we can get over, like, the next turn or two, probably. Sorry, I can't sell it all at once. Yeah. Yeah, alright, we'll rush that soon. And then we'll, you know, basic whatever. Don't really need that. Okay, hey, this city's probably not going to ever build anything else. That's another island. Okay, maybe the thing we're buying is, in fact, a settler. We could just start one here, I guess, and they could at least put a little bit of effort into it. Yeah, alright, that's what we're spending dust on next, is a settler. So where are we at right now? 23, but that doesn't count the city that we took this turn. 2 cities that we took this turn, 25. 26, probably. You know what? Maybe we're right at the end here. Hold on. You still have movement. Probably, actually, thinking better of it. Don't really want to let them engage in a way that lets them bring in the city garrison. Oh, I could end my turn here. Get the boosted health regen and guarantee that everybody's at full health. Okay, let's do this. This is the play. Oh, what? Yarian... Boy, do I ever not have time for your nonsense. Alright, so we're just going to mash the heck out of this attack, and then we will figure out the implications of having mashed the heck out of this attack. Now, let's see what they're doing down here. They are coming for us. They engaged from an angle where they are the only attacker, so that's cool, yet we're losing stuff on the ocean. Unavoidable, really. Or rather, not avoidable without putting forth a lot of extra effort, which I was not willing to do. This Madanav did not produce that forager for some reason. Wow, 1549, huh? That is a considerable amount of money. Obviously, this is the thing that's most important to rush next. Can we make that happen? 1549 is a lot. We have to generate 1,000 dust through market sales, which I don't think we can do. We'd sell way down on this. We'd sell way down on that. And then we could wait a turn. Or I could, like, sell a unit, maybe? Or also there's like ruins that we can search and stuff. Hold on, let's deal with our combats first. Not that one, this one. This seems pretty straightforward. I don't know why he attacked here. Let's try to make sure that we get value on this. So he has 7 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aha. I see what you're trying to do here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, everybody have at him. I guess we want to not have at him too much with the units that act before the proliferator. Like, you guys can attack him. You can... Everybody else can back off. That's... This unit, and this unit, and this unit, and this unit all just play defense. Huh. You don't say. Well, he caught me by surprise. I'll give him that. Wonder what the plan was there. Well, he may be able to hit the proliferator. I don't know that he'll be able to kill it. No, I mean, he can definitely hit the proliferator. Yeah, I would love to know what was happening in the AI's brain that made it behave that way. That was very strange. Okay, well, that's just free Battleborn. I appreciate his contribution to the cause. And you know, with just the garrison over here, we may be able to make something happen. Let's move this extra Battleborn out to here. You guys come over here and get on that. Let's see about sieging this city up. I assume, yeah, the garrison is still huge, and now they have even more fortification. Well, at least our fortification damage is high. So that's happening. Now let's work out, well, now let's do this. Now, let's work out this thing. So, if they include their garrison, or if they include their secondary army as reinforcements, obviously it's correct to attack with everything. If they don't, if what happens here is that Skoros just retreats, we're going to want to have some units left over to attack it again and make it die this turn. And we're going to want that force to be large enough to fight this whole group if it comes to that. So we want to leave out the other army with the proliferator. And I guess we could leave this guy out. I think it's more likely than not that they will just fight us. So yeah, let's do this way. Nope, okay, they retreated. And then they initiated. On Allegra Mordicant's army. This is clever. This is the right way to do this. They initiated on the army that has the low health guys, so that if we retreat, we'll lose bodies. That said, it's still maybe right to retreat, because now this army doesn't have an action point. It can't serve as reinforcements. We get Skoros for free, and then we fight this army next turn. I can't retreat as my defending army doesn't have an action point left. Fair point. Okay, then I think we're doing all in. I don't know what is going on with the deployment AI all of a sudden. It's just like, maybe he'll stop paying attention. I'll be able to kill a bunch of his units for free. Because the deployment AI is definitely allies with the with the actual enemy AI, right? That's how this works? So, priority targets are these two and the Guardian. And this, everybody. Priority targets are absolutely everyone. That makes prioritization tricky. They did not include Skoros' reinforcement. That is a really bad play. That's one of those lose the game type bad plays. Yeah, you're gonna head up to flank that guy, I guess. You will also threaten over here. We're gonna focus on their ranged with our ranged. And yeah, the rest of this I think is pretty much right. You go before we do, so we don't get a ton of say in how that works. But we do get to do this. Look at this. We're producing units that have 412 base HP now. Okay. Curious maneuver. Well, the disease is active at least. We get to blunt that guy's sweep strike back. I'm going to try to get these two parasited up and then get my proliferator the heck away from them. Actually, I kind of think I'm going to aim the proliferator at this dude because I think that dude's more likely to die this turn. You are definitely on murder duty. Definitely keep murdering, you crazy diamond. You guys should head that way. I think this is probably under control. Not only under control, but that guy might be dead before the proliferator gets to him. This is what happens when you have a high initiative ranged unit. Kiting becomes a real possibility. Okay, we are not getting 100% Battleborn. But we'll get 3 Battleborn out of the 4 of them, which is pretty good. Okay, I don't think we have any reason to do anything fancy here. Most of our units can't even hit that hero. Boy, we do produce a carpet of teeth and disease, though, don't we? So yeah, not including the Guardian in the battle means that we now get to kill the Guardian for free. There's a version of this where this Guardian leads the attack. Okay. Guy who can't be attacked. Alright, you guys have action. Ah, I see. He's running because he wants to get away from the armies that have action points, who can declare an attack on him. Alright, hold on. Let's rebalance these forces a little bit. Okay. And now we go at the Guardian with some guys. Definitely more than enough to get the job done. We don't really need a proliferator for this, because he cannot be afflicted with the parasite anyway. And in fact, it's probably right to keep our proliferator pretty far back initially. I guess it's not really going to matter. I can do this and try to protect it. My concern here is that he's going to mind control a Battleborn, and that Battleborn is going to have the chance to go after the proliferator. So by positioning us like this, now we can only lose the proliferator if he hits the hero and gets a mind control off, and it'll happen late enough in the turn that... No, I don't know. It being late... It being late in the turn doesn't really help. I guess it being after the proliferator's turn means that at least we would get to shoot with the proliferator. But yeah, this guy's done for, obviously. We could take some serious damage here if he gets one more mind control off. But he'll probably just attack the same unit he already attacked. Because that is how they do. And he's a ranged unit, so as we're getting the surround on him here, it is lowering his defenses. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to see some real numbers. Alright, that is our second Guardian down. Plus we get some XP from the new guy, which is valuable. Not Zolia. Actually, I think we're going to take another point of movement for your army. Karis finally gets his new reinforcement flags, which is great. Probably a little bit too late to be meaningful, but pretty good. Movement for all these armies, and who here still has points left? You have points left. I don't know that I necessarily want you to be running out in front, but I guess somebody's got to get vision. I would love it if we could get eyes on the city in this region. So apparently it's all the way down here. Okay. Nothing for me. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that is a considerable amount of bodies. 4 Marines, an Orc, and a Dawn Officer, and then a completely full garrison. We are pressuring Gulji. Oh, yeah. Forgot about this dude. Hey, guy. Just like... Wow, really? Only 2 turns. I guess we have endless mechanisms and roads everywhere. Oh, we can cancel that? Okay. So, we also have a bunch of new military units available. Things have been completing all over the place. I'll pop all these out of the garrisons, and then we'll worry about getting our new builds going. But mostly, I want these guys out so that they show up in the units need orders queue. All right, Forager. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter, right? There's no way any of this stuff finishes. Give me the basic Necrodrone. I was going to have them all build basic Necrodrones, because the game is not going to be another 5 turns. And I suppose we should be on a research. You know, technically, we should have that. That would be a good idea. Okay, so new guys need to be running toward the violence. To reinforce this area a little bit, which I think is a pretty important thing to do. If we were going to lose momentum anywhere, that's where it would be. God, yeah, look at how fast our units are now. This is wonderful. This guy is probably too far to join that front, but he can come over to this one. Yeah, movement trinkets and roads and endless mechanisms is a powerful combination. Alright, so you're the last guy with movement. We've done all of the stuff we can do for the turn, and now... Oh, right, I started a bunch of basic units, but I spent dust to do that. We should probably undo that, because I need that dust for other things. Just build, I don't know, whatever. And in fact, since we know this isn't going to finish either, give me the dust cost of that back as well. This guy's close enough to done that he's not going to matter. Probably he's not going to matter. I guess I should let units that are close to done finish so that we can maybe be ready in case things take a little bit longer than we expect. But, like, this guy's not going to finish. Just reclaiming the dust that we have spent. That guy's finished and actually... Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we're over 1,000. Yeah, we'll leave it. We are at 1070, and we need 15 something? 1549. We do not have a lot of luxury resources because, of course, the winter is long and harsh. And we could sell pretty much everything. In fact, we could sell literally everything. I'm fine with that. That got us to 1486. So now, as I didn't have to sell all of my resources, because we were going to have to sell one Battleborn no matter what. Doesn't much matter what Battleborn. You get sold. Alright, so that allows us to push the new settler out on this coming turn, which means that we can probably... Well, we're on the way to grabbing that region. It may not actually even be faster to get that, right? Ooh, this is a purple sea region now, though, so that That makes me a little nervous. So, status screen says 25 settlements, and I believe that is accurate. We need 3 more. We are certainly threatening 2 enemy cities. We're on our way toward another settlement. We also could just turn on green and take Umalna from them or something. We are right up on it, but unfortunately, I'm quite out of time for today, and also, given that we have a couple of big battles left, I suspect it might be like another hour or so. So, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. We're going to put these guys to bed, and then, depending on how long it actually takes, we may start the next game. So go ahead and leave in the comments below what factions you might like to see us play next. We still need to chalk up a win with everybody except necrophages. So yeah, let me know what you want to see, and we'll see you then.